I'll come to order. We will have a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Will you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This evening, we are welcoming back Council Member Candace Farce, Council Member Dave Lewis, and Council Member Mike Blakesley. And because they are starting a new term in office, we are going to go ahead and swear them in. So if the three of you would come down to the podium along with me, we will do that. I think we better stand over here, only because of the camera, I think. Come on, guys. Here.
Relief.
Or...
Sounds like it's
Okay.
Can I use an old photo?
Here we go. And this is your oath of office. And I, if you will repeat after me with your hand up, state your name. Solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and will obey the laws of the United States and of the state of Ohio. That I will, in all respects, observe the provisions of the Charter and ordinances of the City of Vandalia, and will faithfully discharge my duties of the office of council member. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You should do it over again.
I knew we should have
Did you
studied.
get it? Now, poor Richard. The next item on our agenda is the nomination for the election of our vice mayor. And I will open that up for a motion.
I move that we approve Richard Herbst for vice mayor.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Ayler, second by Councilwoman Farce, that we nominate Richard Herbst as our vice mayor. Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilman Gerhart? Councilwoman Farce?
Yes.
Councilman Lewis?
Yes.
Councilman Brooks?
Yes.
Councilman Ayler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Blakesley?
Yes.
And Mayor Tubbs?
Yes, and the motion passes 6-0. At this time, we need to have the oath of office for our newly elected vice mayor. So, Richard, if you would join me.
Not sure I like being a loser.
Well, first of all, congratulations, and this is your oath of office. Will you please raise your hand and repeat after me? I, and state your name,
I, Richard Herbst,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States and of the state of Ohio,
will obey the laws of the United States and the state of Ohio,
that I will
that I will,
in all respects,
in all respect,
observe the provisions of the charter and ordinances of the city of Vandalia.
preserve the
Provisions.
provisions of the
Charter. And
and
ordinances.
ordinance of the state of Vandalia.
And will faithfully discharge
And will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of vice mayor.
the duties of the office of vice mayor.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Did you get it? All right. Some other business that we need to take care of. And council members, you'll recall that at both of our workshops in the month of December, we talked about our positions on the various committees. And I had asked that if anybody did want to change, that we would acknowledge that certainly. But as of right now, let me go ahead and show what I have received, and then we will go ahead and vote on those positions if it's okay with everybody. Okay, for the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Councilman Dave Lewis, is that agreeable?
If Mr. Clark will have me. Very good.
For the Golf Advisory Board, Councilman Bob Ehlers, is that right? For the Cultural Arts Committee, Councilwoman Candace Farrs.
Yes.
And for the Public Art in Vandalia, Councilwoman Candace Farrs.
Yes.
Okay, I will take a motion to vote by acclamation.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Councilman Blakesley, that we, by acclamation, approve all of the committee members as were accepted this evening. Will you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Parks?
Yes.
Councilman Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Lewis?
Yes.
Councilman Ayers?
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley?
Yes.
And Mayor Sexton?
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0. Since we are going through a regular agenda, we now have council comments. And Mr. Cruzy, do you have any comments?
Nothing at this time.
Okay, fine, thank you. Councilman Lewis?
None, Your Honor.
Councilman Ehlers?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilman Blakesley?
Just welcome back and congratulations to Richard.
Councilwoman Farrs?
None this evening, thank you.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes, it's required by our charter to confirm the council meetings are going to be held on the first and third Mondays, except for the summer session. So I'd like to confirm that council meetings will continue to be held on the first and third Monday at 7 p.m., except for the summer session meetings, which will be held on the third Monday in June, July, and August at 7 p.m., and other times as set in advance by council.
And I take it that is a motion?
Yes.
That you're making? Thank you. Is there a second for that?
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Herbst, second by Councilman Lewis, that we do approve the statement that Vice Mayor just provided, declaring our times for our council meetings and workshops for the entire year of 2018. Okay. Would you please call the roll? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Councilman Lewis?
Yes.
Councilman Ayers?
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilwoman Parks?
Yes.
Councilman Hurst?
Yes.
Mayor Sexton?
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0. With no other business to attend to in
Ma'am?
this organ.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I'd
sorry.
also like to excuse Councilman Gerhardt from all the meetings tonight.
Okay,
Second.
is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Herbst, second by Councilwoman Farce, that we do approve the absence of Councilman Gerhardt for all meetings conducted this evening. Would you please call the roll?
Councilman Ayers?
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilwoman Parks?
Yes.
Councilman Hurst?
Yes.
Mayor Sexton?
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0.
Actually, I didn't call Mr. Lewis yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I approve.
I was trying to get into the new thing about the
I
new
know,
vice
once I'm-
mayor. I know.
Once I'm off base mayor, it's all gone.
But you're off. I was trying to be so good about remembering that as it was a new vote just before my own, so.
All right.
But, but we are going to approve that as a 6-0 vote then. There being no further business to be conducted during our organizational meeting, this meeting is adjourned. We will come to order for the January 2nd City of Vandalia council meeting, and we will have a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance for the flag. Would you all please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council, you have had an opportunity to review the council study session minutes of December the 18th, also the council meeting minutes of December the 18th. Are there any revisions to be made? Seeing none, they'll stand as being approved. We have no communication petitions or awards this evening, nor do we have any public hearings, and so that brings us to comments from interested citizens. So if there's anyone in our audience who would like to make comment, would you please come to our podium, state your name and address for our records and your statement. Seeing none, we'll continue on with the city manager's report. Mr. Cruzy?
Two items this evening, Your Honor. First is regarding Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So city offices will be closed on Monday, January 15th in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So council's second meeting of January will be held on Tuesday, January 16th, beginning at 7 p.m. And also the Parks and Rec and the Public Works Departments are offering Vandalia residents free recycling of their Christmas trees. So residents can drop off their Christmas trees at the sports complex until January 20th. Regular curb service for the disposal of trees actually began this week.
Thank you very much. Continuing on, we're going to now go to appointments of representatives to the 2018 MVRPC/TC. And I'm just going to go ahead and read this, and then somebody else can okay it for the motion, and then a second. Vandalia is required annually to appoint a representative and an alternate representative to the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission and to the Transportation Coordinating Committee. An individual must also be designated to serve as the technical committee member. Currently, I, Mary Setzer, is the representative, and Greg Shackelford, but I'm going to suggest that Amber Holloway be named instead, is the alternative representative to the MVRPC. Rob Cron is the current delegate to the technical committee. If that is okay with everybody, I need a motion for that.
Your Honor, I move that we approve the appointment of representatives as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Vice Mayor Herbst, that we do approve the appointments to the MVRPC/TC committee. Any comments? Please call the roll.
Councilwoman First,
Yes.
Councilman Herbst,
Yes.
Councilman Lewis,
Yes.
Councilman Ehlers,
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley,
Yes.
and Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0. We also need to have an appointment to the 2018 First Suburbs Consortium. The City of Vandalia is required annually to appoint 2 representatives and an alternate representative to the First Suburbs Consortium. The current representatives are myself, Mayor Setzer, and Councilmember Herbst. The current alternate is Councilman Lewis. If it's all right with everybody, I would, with those, is it okay, Richard?
Mhm.
Dave?
Sure.
Okay. We've gotten an agreement that those that were serving before continue their service, so do I need a motion?
Your Honor, I move that we concur with the appointment of representatives to 2018 First Suburbs Consortium as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Councilman Blakesley, that we appoint the representatives to the 2018 First Suburbs Consortium as presented. Comment?
Councilman Lewis,
Yes.
Councilman Ehlers,
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilwoman First,
Yes.
Councilman Herbst,
Yes.
and Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0. The appointment to the Montgomery County Community Improvement Corporation. This committee requires the mayor of the city of Vandalia to be appointed annually. You probably didn't know I was on this committee. Sometimes it's very active and sometimes it's not, so. But it is an important one, and I am Mayor from Kettering, Mayor Patterson and myself are the only two elected officials at a municipality level on that, so it's kind of important. Do I have a motion for that?
Your Honor, I'll move that we appoint Mayor Arlene Setzer to the Montgomery County Improvement Corporation as our representative.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Councilwoman Farce, that we do appoint myself, the mayor, to the Montgomery County Community Improvement Corporation. Would you please call the roll?
Councilman Ayers,
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilwoman Farce,
Yes.
Councilman Herbst,
Yes.
Councilman Lewis,
Yes.
and
And-
Mayor Setzer.
Thank you. Yes, and the mayor, and the motion carries 6-0. I think we should tell our audience, we're doing 4 different meetings this evening, so we're becoming a little slap happy. We have no old business, and that brings us to our first resolution for the evening, and that's 18-R-01. By title only, please.
18R01, a resolution waiving the formal bidding process and authorizing the city manager to negotiate and execute an agreement with Top Shape Enterprises, Inc. for Phase 2 of the golf course bunker renovations in the amount of $126,950.
Thank you very much. Mr. Gruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So $130,000 is budgeted for the second and final phase of the bunker renovation project at Castle Hills Golf Course. Phase 2 involves the reconstruction of 18 bunkers to be completed this winter and spring. 5 golf course construction contractors were contacted regarding this project, with 2 submitting bids. Top Shape Enterprises, who recently completed Phase 1 of this project, submitted the lowest and best bid.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I move that we approve Resolution 18R-01 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Herbst, second by Councilman Ehlers, that we do approve Resolution 18-R-01. Are there any comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilman Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilwoman Farce,
Yes.
Councilman Herbst,
Yes.
Councilman Lewis,
Yes.
Councilman Ayers,
Yes.
and Mayor Setzer.
Thank you, and my vote is yes, and it passes 6-0. Resolution 18-R-02. By title only, please.
A resolution waiving the formal bidding process and authorizing the purchase of the annual hardware and software support renewal for the Fortinet FortiGate 500D firewall requested by the IT department to Cotter of Cincinnati in the amount of $11,074.04.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So the city's firewall and email filtering devices require annual hardware and software support renewals. These services are critical to the security of the city's network and are responsible for blocking malware, viruses, and spam email. Again, the budget for this project is $15,000.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 18-R-02 as read.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilwoman Farce, second by Councilman Blakesley, that we do approve Resolution 18-R-02 as read. Are there any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Farce,
Yes.
Councilman Herbst,
Yes.
Councilman Lewis,
Yes.
Councilman Ayers,
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley,
Yes.
and Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0. Resolution 18-R-03. By title only, please.
A resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an economic development government equity EDGE agreement with Montgomery County Office of Economic Development regarding the MSW Plastics USA Inc. project, and to enter into an EDGE agreement with the EDGE grant recipient.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So the EDGE Funding Committee recently recommended a $320,000 grant for MSW Plastics that proposes to purchase the former NCOM building on Ventnor Avenue. The company does light manufacturing for the plastics industry. This $11 million project involves the purchase and renovation of the existing facility, along with the installation of capital equipment, Projected hiring is about 35 new full-time employees over the 3-year period, with an estimated payroll of $1.3 million. The Vandalia Development Corporation also approved a $25,000 grant for this project.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
Move that we approve Resolution 18R-03.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Ayler, second by Councilman Lewis, that we do approve Resolution 18-R-03. Comments or questions? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilman Herbst.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Councilman Lewis.
Yes.
Councilman Ayers.
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley.
Yes.
And Councilwoman Fairst.
Yes.
And Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0. Did you
Yep.
vote? We have no ordinance in their first reading, nor do we have any ordinances in their second reading, nor do we have any emergency ordinances. And that brings us to the reports from the boards and commissions, and you have in your packet the draft minutes of the Cultural Arts Committee of December 19th. Are there any comments about those? Seeing none, let's go ahead and begin with council comments. And we'll begin with Mr. Cruzy.
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Thank you. Councilman Blakesley,
Nothing further tonight, thank you.
Councilwoman Fairst,
I just wanted to say thank you to staff for, we had a great 2017, and with everyone's commitment, which I'm sure we have, we'll have a even better 2018, so Happy New Year.
thank you. Councilman Lewis,
None, Your Honor.
Councilman Ayers,
Nothing, thank you.
Vice Mayor Herbst.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Oh my, I have something. No, this is very good because I know that after many, many years, I finally, last year, became part of the Vandalia Citizens Police Academy. And I'll tell you what, it was a wonderful experience. It was, you had a little bit of everything, and you got introduced to things that, really just police activities and the ordinary citizen like myself really would not know about. And so it was fun. We got to go on, I call them field trips. We got to use the radar detection devices. It was just fun. And what we're doing right now is they're accepting applications for this year's Police Academy. And I'm highly recommending it to anybody and everybody. And I think that if you just go online, you can get the information, but certainly if you do not, call the police department and they will accommodate you. It's a little application, not major, and just submit it and you're good to go. So that would be I think that should be a New Year's resolution for everybody, don't you think? Hope so. We are now going to go into executive session after I read it here. But the purpose of the executive session is to discuss or to consider the possibility of purchase of real property. Is that all? No.
And pending litigation.
And pending legislation. I knew there was more.
Litigation.
Pending litigation. Thank you. So we will do that, but I need, first of all, a motion to do that.
So moved?
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Vice Mayor Herbst, that we go into executive session. Would you please call the roll?
Councilman Lewis.
Yes.
Councilman Ayers.
Yes.
Councilman Blakesley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fairst.
Yes.
Councilman Herbst.
Yes.
And Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 6-0, and that means that we will now go back to the conference room for our executive session.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. I mean, it is hard to get out. There's,
Police
it was kind
Academy.
of funny because Jack Brush, our
Yeah, you know what?